And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, and it's April 24th, and it is National Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Yes, I love pigs in a blanket.
I know, and he actually made something today that is a pigs in a blanket, but with a tortilla.
Yeah.
Super cute. I love that idea.
I did do that.
We'll tell you more in just a bit.
Yeah, but those, I love them. Those sound good. Any way, shape, or form, I like pigs in a blanket.
He's leaving my set now.
I'm leaving while I tell you who's on today. We're going to bring you a segment with AutoNation at Toyota Irvine, which is located not far from here at all, right just off of the Irvine Center Drive area. And also Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods. They have a few events that are going to be coming up. One of them is their food festival that they're having. The ladies from the Senior Center will be here today. And our own Paul Ortiz is coming on to talk about the Thrive Project.
Excellent. We have a few meetings today. We have the United Maintenance and Construction Committee meeting, which will be in the boardroom at 9 a.m. We have the Thrive meeting immediately following our morning newscast at 9:30, Sycamore Room. And then we have the GRF Finance meeting, which will be in the boardroom at 1:30. All right, National Pigs in a Blanket Day. Well, celebrated across the world, the term often refers to a variety of different dishes. But in the United States, pigs in a blanket typically refers to hot dogs in crescent rolls, but may include Vienna sausages, cocktail or breakfast link sausages baked inside biscuit dough or croissant dough. The dough is sometimes homemade, but canned dough is most common, and pancake dough can also be used, although this combination is more commonly served as a corn dog or sold as a pancake on a stick. But in my house, it is breakfast, so we have it with syrup and all the deliciousness that goes with that. Pigs in a blanket are somewhat similar to a sausage roll. The larger variety is served as a quick and easy main course or light meal, particularly for children. Some historians write that pigs in a blanket date back to the 1600s. Field laborers in England placed meat inside of dough to take them to the fields for their lunches. The earliest written record of this dish appeared in Betty Crocker's Cooking for Kids, which was published in 1957. So, Ken, do you have that book?
You know what? I do. I think I do have an old Betty Crocker book. I have one, I believe it was my mom's, that is probably from, I'm trying to think, 1950s or older. It might have been her mom, because I think it could have been from the 1930s or 40s.
Oh, but pigs in a blanket weren't in that.
No, but I love pigs in a blanket, and my dad always had them when I was growing up. And even today, I love the ones at Wetzel's Pretzels. They're called the dog bites, and they're little weenies in a blanket. There's nothing better than a weenie in a blanket. I love them. All right, today we have beautiful weather. As we've been seeing, we get that fog in the morning. It's very much like June, right? Early June, this is very typical. We get the fog in the morning, gives way to sunny skies, right around the upper 70s to 80 degrees, and that's what we're going to be today. And tomorrow, pretty much on Friday too. Friday, we're going to drop that just a little bit. And then Saturday, even more so. We're going to have more clouds coming in on Saturday. Now, on Sunday, partly cloudy most of the day with a chance of evening drizzle. Now, this rain that's going to be coming in looks like, at this point, it's not going to be a lot, but it should come into Southern California, probably like Ventura and those areas, late Sunday evening. By the time it gets down here, might be overnight, technically into early Monday morning. Again, it doesn't look like a lot at all. And of course, that can change, so we'll see about that. But right now, it's about a 20% chance. Here we are around the area today, just beautiful weather. Inland more will definitely get a little bit warmer. The beaches are going to hover around 68 degrees from anywhere from Newport down to Dana Point. I always kind of put the average there of the different beaches, but they're anywhere right around there, 66, 67, 68 or so. Look at Palm Springs and look at Big Bear. Those are summertime numbers there, especially Big Bear, 69 degrees here in April still. That is really warm up there. And Palm Springs reaching the hundreds for the first time this year. So 101 out there in Palm Springs. Actually, I think they reached that at one point earlier this year, but 101 down there at Palm Springs, or out there in Palm Springs, 79 in San Diego. So absolutely beautiful weather to have your pigs in a blanket. We'll be right back.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they're a part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Welcome back. I have Ephraim Barcelo here, who's with Toyota Irvine, and he's going to tell us about something very exciting for all of you Toyota owners. Well, hi, welcome back.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great. So, very interesting. So you guys have a Toyota Owners Clinic.
We do. Well,
Okay.
we used to have them before, and I was talking to Steve, and we thought it's high time. Okay. It's high time to re-inaugurate them. And
Okay.
they were fun events before where we invited everyone to come in, and it was just a owner clinic where we helped people, our area residences, all of our new owners and our previous owners learn better and more about the car that they're driving now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so when they show up, what are some of the things that they can expect at this type of clinic? Is it dinner? Is it all sorts of things, right?
Yeah, it is dinner too.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be right in the showroom, and if you haven't visited, I mean, it's a huge showroom. So yeah, it always includes dinner and dessert and a fun time like that.
Okay.
But really, we're going to inform you on, we're going to have a technology clinic so we can show you how, on your current car, how to pair that phone, how to use the things that are on the car that you have right now, just use them better. We call it that second delivery. Because a lot of us have equipment and technology in our cars that we're not even enjoying.
Well,
we don't even know they're there.
I would agree with you on that. In fact, I just found out I had my car over a year, and I didn't even know that I had a heated steering wheel.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea how to even do it, but I actually clipped something, and I was like, why is the steering wheel so hot?
Isn't that great on a cold morning?
I had no idea. So I mean, I would imagine.
A lot of our cars have that. Yeah, you bet. And our cars today have enormous safety features. I mean, we talked last time, and we talked about even our car's ability to stop on its own. Right. But then, you know, and the reason Steve, who was with me last time, and how we kind of thought it's time for to do the owner clinic. Let's have an evening where we invite everybody in, have dinner, have a shop tour. Folks get to go down and visit the shop. We'll have 3 or 4 master technicians there to go ahead and just kind of go over all the technical things. A lot of our guests like visiting the shop. They want to see our unique tools. We've got a huge service center. But then also, Steve and I were thinking, there's a lot of outstanding safety recalls out there too in our local area. And so so the owner clinic was just a thought, well, we have to address that. So this is why today, you know, thank you for putting up my personal number right into my office and my email address, I hope. Right. Because I want you to contact me. I want to take care of our customers. I want them to know that if you have and are thinking, hey, I have a car that's 3 or 4 years old. I want to find out if I have an outstanding or lingering safety recall. Give me a call. Let me look up that VIN for you. And if you have one, we'll come pick up the car. Because some of these recalls are of a safety concern. Right. And our whole thing here is just let's service you well. Let's take good care of you. And I want to be the point. And the neat thing is that, well, it's my store and I'm in charge of the place. So, and really what that means is that I'm here to just take good care of you. That's all that means.
Well, and that is really nice to hear. Let's talk about service a little bit, because I know Steve was here and he kind of gave us an overview. You know, what are some things that I think people really need to pay attention to when it comes to service? Like, is it maintenance, or is it the red lights that come on? What are some of the most important things? You know, I got to tell you, it's some of the easiest things to just forget about. It's the tires that haven't been checked for inflation. That's why when we were here last time, Steve talked about that pit stop. Yeah. And what that means is just pull in and let's just, you know, just do the old-fashioned car stop that used to happen at a filling station, right? And let's check everything for you. That costs nothing. Okay. Come in. Let's make sure the car is safe, because every time we just put gas, a lot of times we're not checking all the important components. And when you're driving,
up and down the street and maybe even faster than you'd like, and the tire isn't quite what you think, but you don't even know you're driving days on end with something that really could be of a safety concern.
Right.
Come in. This is what we're here to do.
And I know when you have the service lights that come on,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of ignore it and put it off.
Yeah,
So
it's
easy. It's easy to do. It's like, oh, I'll get to it next week.
And sometimes it comes on and then it comes back off. You think, oh, that couldn't have been a big deal.
It was a faulty light.
Come in. So a multi-point inspection, if we even get that far, or worse, we have just a warning light that comes on.
Right.
Oftentimes it's not much more than a gas filling cap that you left just not fully clicked in.
Okay.
But it can throw a check engine light. That's what I mean, just pull in, because sometimes we can just remedy that just while you're in the car and waiting.
Right.
And why I want our area residents to come by too is and to see me, because we have a beautiful facility. Share a cup of coffee with me. Let's if you have an appetite for a donut, if that's you.
Oh, gosh.
I know, I'm trying to stay. I don't get anywhere near them, man.
Well, you've been inviting people out there now for last week and this week. I am sure by next week you're going to have a group of people you're going to have to be having coffee and donuts with.
You have to come by.
I will come by.
Seriously.
Well, we're going to be coming out there at some point. And,
and let's say it's not a Toyota. It doesn't matter.
Oh, good. I'll be over so you can check my tires.
No, because technology and how to use it is something that we have in our product specialists. They have an expert ability to go ahead and just show you how to use any car you're driving. It doesn't have to be a Toyota.
Okay.
I'd love it if it was, but that's okay if it's not. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good because many people in our community are maybe widowed, and they don't have anybody to ask. In fact, that happens all the time, and they don't know who to call.
So the day before yesterday, it was Monday, and I came across that. And truthfully, I noticed her right away, and I just made sure that she was. Did she deserve extra attention and special treatment? You bet. And that's what we're here to do.
Excellent. Okay, so now, does anybody have to register for this event that you're having? It's in May, right?
It is.
Okay.
We're going to put this together for May.
Okay.
If you want to shoot me an email or even call me, we're going to gather that list.
Okay.
It's not necessary. I'd love it if you let us know in advance. We've had hundreds of attendees at each of these events. It wasn't just, you're not going to be there and you're going to be in a giant showroom with just 10 people. No, it's hundreds.
Great.
Well, first, it's a fun time. I'll bring in some fun, unique, different cars in the showroom, and we have a showroom that has a 40-car showroom. It's huge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I'll always make sure that we serve some food that's good, that's really good. Why not? Yeah.
Excellent.
So let's enjoy the evening together.
So next time you come on, you maybe will have that date for us?
We're thinking in the second week in May.
Okay.
I just don't want to nail down the day. I want to talk to our master diagnostic techs. I'm gathering some local car owners so that we can have some fun cars in the showroom to look at.
Excellent.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Maybe some old Toyotas.
Yeah,
really old
Last
Toyotas.
time I grabbed a vintage one.
Did you? Oh, nice. That'll be great.
It'll be
perfect.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you so much again for coming on, and we will see you next week.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And remember, stay tuned because in the next week or so, you will find out when that date is for the Toyota Owner Clinic. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Welcome back. I have Lynn Rosenstein and Beverly Genero, who is here with the Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods. Hopefully I said your names correctly.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we have a lot of things coming up over the next couple of weeks, but we're going to start with food. So I'm excited. You guys have a big Jewish food festival coming up.
We do. It's Sunday, June the 2nd, from 5 to 8 o'clock. Let me take a sip. this is the second year we're doing this. Okay. Last year, we had no idea how many people were coming. We thought maybe we'd have 600, and we prepared for 600, but we ended up with about 1,000 people.
Wow.
So we ran out of food.
Aww.
And we ran out of parking spaces.
Okay.
And those are the two things that we have fixed this year.
Okay, so how did you fix them?
Well, last year we had brisket sandwiches. This year we're having more brisket sandwiches, and we're having pastrami sandwiches.
Wow.
We have lox and bagels. We have hot dogs and something called potato knishes. And water, which we did not have last year.
Oh no.
In addition to soda.
Okay.
And another group sells chicken soup and small challahs, which is egg bread.
Yep.
Another group sells noodle kugels. And another group is selling fudge and halava, which is an Israeli sesame candy.
Oh, okay.
So we'll really have enough food, and we've made arrangements to use the employee parking lot.
Okay.
And we have a shuttle bus, two shuttle buses, which will make a continual circuit between the employee parking lot and Clubhouse 1.
And what are the times again? It's in the evening?
Yes, it's 5 to 8.
Okay.
And the doors this year will not open until 5.
Okay, so you probably have a big line out in the front.
Yes, we do. But while people are in line, they can buy tickets for food.
Okay.
And there's no admission. Just the food is for sale.
Okay, and what about entertainment? Are you having some entertainment?
We do. We have a klezmer band from Los Angeles.
Okay.
Their name is Schmaltz.
Okay. And what kind of music?
Do you know what that means?
No.
Klezmer band it's hard to explain. It's very lively, and it's a combination of gypsy music and Russian music, and it really speaks to the heart. It always has a clarinet that sounds like it's talking to you, and you cannot sit still when you listen to klezmer music. And the Israeli dance group from the village is going to be entertaining as well. And people can get up and dance with them.
Oh, good. I was going to say there must be dancing. Oh, good.
Everybody was dancing, and scarves were flying, and lots of fun.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. All right, good.
We also have crafters from the village that we have carefully selected, and they're going to have their wares available too.
Okay, all right. Well, it sounds wonderful. And that will be on June 2nd. So you've got some time.
We've got some time.
Okay, and we'll probably talk about that again in May, just to remind everybody.
But people should save the date.
Save the date and the evening, because it's from 5 to 8.
Right.
So don't eat beforehand.
Absolutely not.
Sounds like you have a lot of food. All right, excellent. Okay, and then we have the men's club has something fun coming up.
We do. The Reform Temple has a full schedule of activities in May. We always have a lot going on.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a little bit about some of the highlights.
All right.
We'll start with on May 3rd, we're going to be observing Yom HaShoah, which is a day of remembrance for approximately 6 million people who were who perished in the Holocaust, and also recognizing the heroism of survivors and rescuers.
Okay.
And we'll have a service on May 3rd, as I said, our normal service 7:30 in Clubhouse 1.
Okay.
It's an emotional service, and all who wish to participate are welcome to come.
Okay.
On Friday, the 17th of May, we're having a beautiful Shabbat under the stars. This is the second time we'll have that. It's in the patio in Clubhouse 1.
Okay.
It's a special healing service this time, and it's conducted by our Rabbi Ben Kamen, our cantorial soloist Jennifer Lewis, and accompanied by her mother Barbara Gunther on the piano. And we have a special guest soloist who will be doing, Tony Rio, who is a flautist. She'll be playing the flute. So it's an inspiring and beautiful experience. And just to be out there in the patio with the stars and the music, it's beautiful. So again, all are welcome to come to that. Okay. On May 19th, our men's club will hold their annual barbecue. That's on the back patio at Clubhouse 2.
Okay.
Entertainment's provided by the Cordells beginning at 3 p.m.
All right.
And then at 4, the barbecue will be served, and they have hot dogs and chicken and hamburgers and even veggie patties for people like me.
Okay, that's very
So-
popular these days.
Yes, so I'm sure it's going to be a lovely event also. And again, Temple members, village residents, guests are all welcome.
Okay, and then in order to participate with that, you do have to have reservations.
We do need reservations for that particular event.
Okay.
And I think there's a post flyer up, right?
There was a flyer up, and there's a phone number that they can call, because I know that they have there's a little tear off at the bottom, but you know, obviously
They
saying
can-
that on the broadcast would be hard to do. But if they could just call that one number, then that would be good.
That would be good.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect,
Yes, we need to
perfect.
know how many, so we know how much
Right.
food to have.
Right. So let's kind of recap. So we'll kind of go in order. So May 3rd, which is next Friday, you're having this Shabbat that's a healing, or that's the
That is the observing the Yom HaShoah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that's a beautiful, emotional, but beautiful service.
And then May 17th.
On May 17th, it's going to be
Under the stars.
on the patio.
Okay.
Under the stars.
Good. And then
on May 19th is the men's barbecue.
Great. Okay. And then June 2nd, obviously,
Right.
is the food festival. And then you've brought me something
I
to
brought
eat.
you some Mandelbrot, and we have people in our temple, men and women, who are baking for this event, and then we sell the baked goods. We're
Okay.
making something called rugelach,
Okay.
Mandelbrot, coffee cakes. We're selling also baklava
Okay.
and cream cheese pastries.
Oh, yum. I'm hungry. Let's have a bite.
And even, I think even some hamantaschen.
Oh, that's right. That's
Wow.
right.
You guys have a lot of stuff. And
We
so
do.
tell me, what's the history of this bread?
You know, I think it came from, because it has a German name, it probably came from Germany. It's like biscotti. It's good if you dunk it in something, like you do with biscuit, because it's a little dry. But it's satisfying because it's hearty, and it has usually almonds in it.
This has cinnamon.
Cinnamon, right. Hope you like cinnamon.
Oh, no, it's great. And I'm not allergic to it either, so we're in good shape. All right, so let's go back to what you were saying. The name of the band was what? Schmaltz. And what does that mean?
Chicken fat.
Oh, jeez.
But it also, there's another connotation
Yes,
to the word
it's if
schmaltz.
something schmaltzy.
Something kind of sweet and emotional and
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
so it's a good
really-
word, not a bad word.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a different group than we had last year, and they're really wonderful.
Sounds fun. All right, ladies, well, thank you so much. This was
Thank
great to
you.
learn everything. I'm sure we'll see you again. We'll talk about more fun things that you have.
thank you. Thank
Thank
you for
you,
having
Lisa.
us. It's
You're
a pleasure.
welcome. You're welcome. And remember, their first event will be next Friday night, May 3rd, and that will be a service that you can attend. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm John Bowser-Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
Newport Beach was the perfect setting for an international film festival.
I'm Kate Beckinsale.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Milo Ventimiglia. You're at the Newport Beach Film Festival.
You don't have to twist my arm to get me to Newport Beach. It's beautiful.
We all know there's no place like home. You want to stay in your own home, but day-to-day tasks are getting more difficult to manage. Acticare is the solution. We are the trusted care partner in your community with 5-star reviews. You've taken care of others all your life. Now is the time to let us help you. In-home care is a safe and effective way to help you remain living independently in the comfort of your own home.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Your attention. Please take down this number. Did you know that adults with untreated hearing loss experience a 30 to 40% faster decline in cognitive abilities and are more likely to develop dementia? Those with a mild hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a history of falling. An annual hearing screening is urgent for memory care to help prevent cognitive decline and thus delay the onset of dementia. Free hearing checkups are now being offered free of charge. If you have not had an annual hearing exam, please take advantage of this free opportunity. If hearing loss is detected, hearing aids will be available to try for 10 days. Evaluations only take 30 minutes, but you must call for an appointment. Hearing screening is urgent for memory care. Please take preventive action. Call now.
Well, with me today are the ladies of the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. I'd like to welcome Shirley and Cheryl, and we have the May booklet here all ready to go. Looks very nice.
Thank you.
These are, is this one of you when you were younger? Yes?
Guess which one it is.
I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking that's Shirley right there.
Well, the date will help. It says May 1920, so that.
Oh, then it's got to be Cheryl. Yeah, okay. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming here today. And as always, you have a plethora of events coming up.
I don't think I could say that word.
No?
That's very good.
So you have coming up the Alzheimer's Orange County and how to talk to someone with memory loss. That would be
That's challenging.
hard. Yes.
That's challenging because you know, with the repetitive questions and you know, what time is it? What time is it? What time? It's there's a way of speaking that you can move them on to another subject nicely.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's your patience is tested.
Right.
And with the continual questions or doing things, you know, the same way, it can get on your nerves.
And it's usually, from what I understand anyway, from when we've had people on and talking about it, like Dr. Trin and all, who I think you guys know, it's usually short-term memory that's the beginning.
Yes.
And so you are often faced with just what you said.
Right.
You're talking about, okay, well, we're going to be going to the mall in about a half hour, and then 2 minutes later, what are we doing today?
Yes.
You know, that sort of thing, yeah.
And there's key words you shouldn't say, like, but.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
They want to use things like, I know you don't like vegetables, however, could you try a few?
Wow.
You know, I just want you to try a couple.
Yeah.
Or things like that, except I know vegetables are good for you, but I don't like it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
This is going to be on Tuesday, April 30th.
Okay.
And Kim Bailey is a great speaker, and she's very casual, but she knows her stuff. So sign up for this one because I think it's really important for us.
Yeah.
Especially when we're dealing with our spouses.
Yes. Yeah, I think that is a good one. Yeah.
Remember that, Ken.
All right. Thank you.
You know, UCI, we're getting more involved with UCI's projects, and Shirley will talk about that in a minute. But we have another research project going on if you have difficulty moving your arms. We have Dr. Chan, Vicki Chan, will come to the senior center, and she would like to get involved in doing some research on movement.
Okay, sure. She's a neurologist, or?
No, she's a doctor of physical therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all
but
right.
she's doing a great research project about and it's to investigate simple motion to to evaluate arm function.
Wow.
So they use cameras. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's interesting, yeah.
And we have our ongoing brain exercise classes. They're so popular.
And I know why they're ongoing for you guys. Is that it? Or no? For me? I think I need to go there
the
too.
classes are right beside my office, so I get to hear
I should go
what
to
they're
one
saying.
of those.
But you know, it's so popular, we have to have 2 classes.
Yeah.
One at 9:30, one 10:30, but you have to sign up for them because
And
they
is it
fill up.
something they just say, people sit down and do they give them questions? What do they do to get their brain
They do
going?
little projects here like Sudoku or remember when, and then they have to fill in the blanks, dates and things like that, because
Interesting.
people's memories, you know, you remember like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what'd you have for breakfast this morning, Ken?
I know what I had. I had bacon this morning, so there you go. Always remember food.
Yes.
Always remember food. But no, I think that's a good one.
Yes, it's a popular class. So, you
So
have to
that
sign
one
up for it.
is May 7th, 14th, and 21st.
Yes.
2 classes a day.
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, on to Shirley. And again, you know, you're going to get back to this UCI project.
Right.
We had Hoda on, I think, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, talking to
And
us
so
about
they're UCI, we're getting very involved with UCI, which is a phenomenal school, obviously. And they're very interested in collaborating with us. And we have to do the research for the future, as we all know.
Yeah.
And one of their big projects is called All of Us. She talked about this several weeks ago, but we're doing it here at the Senior Center. And it's all about coming in and they take your blood and they do a couple of other things, your weight. But what it's about is, I know, it's scary. What it's about is getting your DNA.
Right.
And the reason for that is down the line, if your primary care doctor eventually knows your DNA, he'll know exactly what kind of medications he can prescribe to you that will work, as opposed to you take one medication, it doesn't work, you go back, you take another medication. So they're going to know exactly what you're made of and what will go with your, and so that's going to really, really make a big difference. But obviously we have to do research. And along with that, they'll give you a $25 gift card to Target.
Oh, very
if you
good.
come in. So all the staff has done it. So, you know,
Yeah.
we're in the
I
database.
wonder what-
We're in
yeah.
the database.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's like I said, you have to do the research to be able to function in the future.
Let me ask you on that, since the people are going in and doing it individually and it may benefit them, is their name attached to the DNA or is it just a research pool?
It's a research pool.
It's a research, okay, so that's like,
Your
my
name,
wife and
your
I.
name is not shared
Right,
out.
okay. My wife and I have done 23andMe,
Oh, yes.
and we do that, we've both done it with the health.
Right.
And of
right.
course, they are kind of doing a similar type thing along with other people.
Exactly.
And they don't take your name at all. It's from the very start, it's a number. That's all it is.
Exactly. And that, like I said, this is the research for, you know, for the future, for your doctor to know exactly what you're made of and how they can help you better. So
yeah, eventually we will get to that where they will have your DNA on file if you want. And so when you go in for something, they can bring that up and go, okay, you know, this is going to be working for you. And we're not at that point yet.
We're not at that point yet, but we're not far away. So
yeah.
And I think Hoda said their goal is to reach 1 million people.
Yeah.
And UCI is one of the 15 facilities throughout the United States that are in this
That's
project.
great.
So, you know, we're so fortunate to have UCI so close to us.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a premier research center right in our back door.
You know, I remember, I'm sure you ladies do, was it back in the late 60s, early 70s, I think, you know, like when I was in junior high or whatever, them talking about beginning to unlock DNA. It was just kind of at that point of one day we're going to be able to do this. You know, that was not that long ago.
But see, I don't remember because in the 60s I was only 10.
So, oh, I thought you said in the 60s you were always, woo, you know, off on a trip somewhere.
I thought I was 10.
No, but you know, the research is incredible, how far we've come.
Yeah.
And soon it'll be one of those beam me up Scotty.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
And all you have to do is just call the senior center, and
Yeah.
we'll put your name on the list, and then UCI will call you and set up an
Yeah,
appointment. Or
that's the
stop
best thing
in.
to do.
Stop in every Monday. They're at the center all day long every Monday. Stop in and talk.
Oh,
to
that's
them.
good.
Yeah,
Okay, and
absolutely.
what else do you have going on?
Well, we have a couple other things going on. I do want to tell everybody that please, we are a nonprofit charity, so we need your help. We need volunteers,
Yes.
especially on our Meals on Wheels program. And in the spring and the summertime, a lot of our volunteers go on vacation to go visit their
That's
family
true.
and their friends. So we need some backup people. So if you have 2 hours a week, an hour and a half a week, please come and see us because we can definitely use your help.
Okay, and you use folks, is it Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday, but it's only, you can just sign up for one day, and it's,
Okay.
like a 2-hour period.
All right.
So we can always.
So you can
always
stop
use your
over there or give them a call and
Right.
Get on a list and, you know, go over there and talk more about it, see what's right for you.
Yeah, it's a
And we're
great
nice
gift.
too.
They're very nice.
We're very nice. We're
Yes,
very sweet.
They're very, very nice people. I can attest to that. So again, the UCI study, stop there on Mondays.
Mondays, they're there all day long on Mondays, or else call the center or stop by, and you can sign your name on their sheet, and they'll call you and bring you in. It's really important.
And this is an ongoing.
This is
yeah.
ongoing, and it's really important that we get people to step up to the plate, and it's very innovative, and it's important.
Yeah, so do that and take advantage of all the different events. And you know, one of the biggest things that they offer there is socialization above
Absolutely.
anything else.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Yes. And
We're always there. Friendly smile.
yes, you are.
Welcoming.
And they have meals there if you want to eat there. I'll get the booklet. Their menus in here. All the events that are in here, you got to sign up for them. All these classes and seminars and all. Most of them are free, and they do fill up. So take advantage.
Absolutely.
And you get to see these lovely ladies.
What more would a person want?
I really don't know. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
I'm a strong believer that there's something for everyone out there. But some people never stop searching. I've looked long and hard through these parts, and I thank my lucky stars I stumbled across a special place, a unique place, where you never know what you'll find. The Trading Post, only on Channel 6.
Hi, I'm Tim Moy. I'm your Chief of Security for Laguna Woods Village. I'm with Ray Gross, who serves on the GRF board and is also the chairman of the traffic hearing, which convenes monthly. Hey, today we're talking about golf cart safety. We've got about 1,300 golf carts in the village, and you can see the one that's behind us now. But there's actually a difference between golf carts and golf cars, and there are two, and the Department of Motor Vehicles describes both very specifically. We'd like to cover a few safety tips when operating a golf cart, and this applies to both golf cart drivers and other residents because you're going to be sharing the road within the village.
Since it's unique in this village, you have to understand when and where you can drive a golf cart. And remember, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour, and that's inside the village, not on the main street. Weight of less than 1,300 pounds, no license is required. Any non-resident operating a golf cart must be at least 16 years old and accompanied by a resident. Cannot be driven on roadway outside the village except crossing intersections.
For a golf car, the maximum speed is 25 miles an hour. Its weight must be less than 3,000 pounds. A driver's license is required, and a golf cart is not allowed on the golf course. Now remember, both a golf cart and a golf car must be registered with Resident Services. Each golf cart must now display a golf cart decal, and that will go on the left front windshield. If you're using shared electricity, for United, you will have the yellow, and for Third, the green, and that will go on the right rear bumper. Since golf carts share the road with other larger vehicles, such as delivery trucks, larger platform vehicles, it's very important to become a defensive driver. and be aware of a few basic safety tips to ensure your safety. Many guests and non-residents can get a little turned around in the village. I think you all know that. And may be looking at street signs, cul-de-sacs, and addresses, and are not necessarily looking at the roadway. So when I use the term defensive driver, I'm emphasizing the need to be alert of your surroundings and assume that those on the road don't necessarily see you. A defensive driver will show extra caution. They will pause before entering an intersection, make eye contact if possible, and take turns slow.
Since it's unique in this village, you have to understand when and where you can drive a golf cart. Just like driving in a vehicle, you must obey all posted signs, especially stop signs. Our traffic teams closely monitor the stop signs, and for good reason. We've got a load of vehicles, bicyclists, walkers, and of course golf carts are on the road. The maximum speed on private roadways is 25 miles per hour. Maximum speed in cul-de-sacs and driveways is 15 miles per hour.
Talking on a cell phone while operating a golf cart is prohibited. Do not drive on sidewalks. Do not cut through on grassy areas. Yield to pedestrians. Outside the village, stay on designated sidewalks authorizing golf cart use. Do not drive golf carts on roadways unless crossing at an intersection controlled by traffic signals and crosswalks.
Do not drive in a bike lane or a vehicle lane outside the community.
If your golf cart is equipped with seat belts, please use them. Seatbelts save lives.
Never drive intoxicated or under the influence of medication. Very dangerous. The rules of driving under the influence are the same in golf carts as motor vehicles.
Slow down and use extreme caution during turns, blind corners, parking lots, and intersections, or even exiting a cul-de-sac. Assume the other driver cannot see you. When cresting a hill or driving in the early morning hours or late afternoon, it is important to keep in mind that glare may create poor visibility for yourself or others on the road. Once again, it's more difficult to see a smaller vehicle.
Drivers and passengers should keep all limbs within the inside of the vehicle while vehicle is in motion, except when signaling a turn. And remember, you have to drive only as fast as conditions allow. If it's raining, for instance, it could be quite slippery. Be very, very careful. If there are other vehicles in your way, slow down. Reduce speed when driving down hills, making turns during inclement weather, wet roadways, or when visibility is limited.
The City of Laguna Woods has published a map of the areas where golf carts are allowed to drive on sidewalks outside the village. Now, this map is very helpful for residents who are new to the community or who have recently purchased a golf cart. But just as a reminder, golf carts are not allowed to drive anywhere on the roadways of El Toro, Moulton, Paseo de Valencia, or Santa Maria. If you look at this map, you'll see the thick blue lines are sidewalks designated for golf cart use. On El Toro Road between Gate 7 and the horse stables entrance. On El Toro Road east of Moulton by City Hall and to Mother's Market. On Santa Maria between Gate 7 up to Moulton and south to Gate 16. This map also provides arrows for where you can cross at marked intersections. Those are identified by purple arrows. For those living within United Mutual and use gates 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can drive your golf carts across Moulton to Via Campo Verde, drive up and around by the service center, down the roadway past the horse stables, and then use the sidewalk on El Toro to gain access to the Stater Brothers Shopping Center, or use an intersection to access Gate 7, or even the community center. Using the map as a guide provides you access to the entire community and nearby stores.
When parked, keep your charger at least 6 inches off the ground and never leave your extension cord unattended. If you have any other questions about golf cart safety, please give us a call at Security 580-1400. And remember, let's be safe out there.
Welcome to South County Adult Day Services. Conveniently located right here in Laguna Woods, we provide a safe, secure environment where you or your loved one can spend the day. Come socialize with friends, engage in enriching activities, receive the expert care you need, and participate in fun hobbies. Improve your mental and physical health and maintain your independence. We even take care of transportation. For a free tour, call us at 949-855-9444 or visit us at our center between El Toro and Moulton Parkway right next to the Olive Garden.
And with me right now is our own Paul Ortiz. Of course, Paul oversees our station here and also broadband and all. And you're not here for that today specifically. You're talking about the Thrive Project, which has been an ongoing project for a few years. It's headed currently by Beth Perrick.
Right.
And you're going to talk about a little of the history and some of the projects that they're doing that you're helping out with.
Yeah, you know, the Thrive Project has been around for a little over 4 years now, and I've been the staff member for that project for quite some time now. You know, Dr. Beth Perrick and Doug Rook and Scott Marvel were one of the original people that were helping put this project together. And it was really based on the humans of New York. If any of you know the book and the photo blog that became very popular, I believe the gentleman in New York started in 2010, and now he has about 18,000 followers. And really, it's just about people that he photographed in New York, and it's just a short little, you know, sentence or a paragraph about who they are and you know, and what they're doing on the streets of New York. It became pretty popular. So what this committee, or it's not a committee, it's a project, it's a task force. What we thought we would do is kind of bring the humans of New York to Laguna Woods. And there's so many different people that have experiences and, you know, in the professions that they had back in the, you know, in the day. It's
amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. So why couldn't we do that here? And that was the concept, is kind of find people in the community that were thriving, you know, after their professional life and kind of find out what they're doing here in the community. You know, might be in the elevator with somebody and this guy could have been a fighter pilot or something like that.
That's true,
you just don't even realize it. So the Thrive Project is trying to find residents in the community, and they have found them. We found residents, a world-class triathlete that lives and actually still competes. Obviously, we have artists from all over the world that live here too that still utilize our clubhouse for, you know, art center. And then, of course, we have, you know, a resident that worked with Ansel Adams. And
yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah, and those are. And he actually makes his own guitar too, which is just amazing. But those are the people too, and you don't have to be an artist or, you know, a professional entertainer. We're just, you know, people. What are your experiences now, and how is living in Laguna Woods helping you thrive and enjoy your later years in life and your retirement?
Yeah.
So this is a project that everybody's, you know, really been pushing and really, you know, wants to kind of put forward to the community, and we're looking for people that, you know, may be of interest of being a part of the project and also being a guest possibly on one of our shows. So what we want to talk to you about is the Thrive Project show. It airs here on Thursdays, every Thursday at 9:30 in the morning. Scott Marvel is our producer, and we've had a couple of hosts, you know, Charlie Redner from the Right Now show, a good friend of yours. Cindy Whitney, who I'm sure a lot of people know from Discovering Laguna Woods Village, was also on. And now we have Dorothy Basello, and she's been in the entertainment industry and marketing for her entire life, and she is now hosting the show. And she's helping put together this show. And Scott Marvel has done an excellent job in putting together a new show every month.
Yeah, he works hard on those.
He does, and we know that because, you know, that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
And he's out there filming and shooting and editing and getting interviews together. He's not only the videographer, the editor, the sound man, but he's the producer too, to help find, you know, some of this wonderful talent in our community.
And you know what's interesting? You take Scott, you take Cindy, and you take Dorothy, and themselves are thriving beyond what they used to do.
Right.
A lot of them are bringing their experiences of what they did at one time, but themselves, they're an example of this.
Yeah. I mean, and for them, they're thriving by helping produce this project.
It's amazing.
So it is amazing. And I thought you were going to mention this, was the three of them are just love Disney.
Yes,
and they love entertainment.
Yeah, that is interesting. They all do.
They do. They really do.
Yeah.
So, you know, what we're doing is trying to get some awareness out there to watch the show. People can also go on to our Village Television YouTube channel, and if you look under playlist, you can see many of the episodes that Scott and the task force has put together. And it's just not people too, you know, individuals. They'll go to the Health Fair Expo that we had recently at Clubhouse 5. They'll be at Woodstock. They'll be at the 4th of July celebration. And you know, we'll see displays for the Thrive Project. And be sure and go over there and say hello to anybody that's over there manning the table, and, you know, just have a chat. And then if it's something that we can put together and get your name and get your information, then we could possibly have you on the program, or even assist with some of the many productions that the Thrive Project is putting together.
Yeah, and they do a lot.
They do a lot. As a matter of fact, one of their big projects right now is the Centenarians.
Yeah, that's a neat project.
And that's another one of those concepts where they found, they took a picture of somebody or found a picture of somebody, say in their 30s, and now someone's 100 years old, and they're trying to show the difference of that and then give their story as well.
Yeah.
So we were working with the Recreation Department, and we were able to find, I think, at least 10 or 15 that are going to be part of our project.
And that's an interesting project.
I think so. Could you imagine, like John Dudley, a good friend of the station, and you know, worked at Del Toro Water District. You know, did all kinds of stuff. Cheese in Wisconsin.
Yes,
that was
Wisconsin
one thing
cheese.
he also did.
Yeah.
But he's one of the potential people that we could utilize as well.
And they base it. We've had Lucy Parker and Mark Rabinovich on, and this is based on a project. I think that was done in Czechoslovakia.
I believe so. Right.
And it's really amazing. They've shown us a few pictures, and all of them are over 100, and they were saying there's, I don't know, 75, 80 folks living here in the village that are 100 or higher.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's the interesting thing too, is they're trying to set the portrait so that it's very similar, and it's really it's really interesting to see that aging process and to really hear their story. You know. We had Irv, he had celebrated his birthday last year, the end of last year.
111, right?
Yeah, he's 111 years old.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of experiences and people that we're really trying to bring forward in this project with centenarians. And Lucy Parker and Mark Rabinovich have done a fantastic job, and they're putting together some portraits, and then we'll have a display through the Recreation Department at some point later this year. And people could come by and see their portraits and hopefully meet them as well.
Yeah, because their experiences, they were like somebody like Irv, of course, was around when people were just beginning to drive. Cars were not even mass produced yet, just on the verge of that.
Right.
But flight wasn't around yet. It was just being kind of discovered. And then all the way to what we have today is just what they have seen is just incredible.
Remarkable, right? And people talk now about before the internet, which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
They were like before electricity almost. I mean, it's amazing the life that they've lived, and now they're here and they're neighbors in our community, and we look forward to presenting them to the residents here in our community. So what we want to do is encourage people to contact Dr. Beth Perrick. She is the chair of the Thrive Project, and she's also the Golden Rain Foundation president right now. So give her contact information there is drbethperrick@gmail.com. If you want any more information regarding the Thrive Project, and especially the Thrive Show, we can get you involved with Scott Marvel as well. And they are looking for some residents that might be able to help contribute to some of these projects, because, like the photo project, there's processing, there's frames, there's glass, there's a display that needs to be put together. So if anybody out there has a friend or a business that possibly could help contribute to the Thrive Project, be sure and contact Dr. Beth Perrick at gmail.com. And hopefully we can start really pushing this project, because it's been about 4 years really since the conception of it. And I think right now we're just starting to find our traction and find kind of our focus on what we're really trying to present to the community.
Yeah, so definitely do that. And for some reason you forget her email, you can always contact us here, and we'll put you in touch. Or if you're in the building, you walk up here, we can give you her email and get you all connected up. Because it's a neat project.
I think so too.
Really, and we forget that all the experiences these people have had.
Right.
And
it's kind of neat too, because they can share it with their family and friends that don't live in the community and maybe live throughout places throughout the world, and can have that experience, and we'll put it together for them.
All right, very good. Thank you very much for coming on, and we'll be right back.
Miller, your Smiley Realtor with RE/MAX and your Laguna Woods real estate specialist. I'm here today with the first of my 7 home selling tips for seniors. Some seniors prefer to rely on the real estate agent who has sold the most properties in their neighborhood. Others seek the most often recommended from family and friends. The right professional will ask questions about your future goals. He or she will help you decide upon a realistic listing price and answer all of your questions promptly before asking you to sign a listing agreement. Give me a call and I will help you make the right move.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website all the way through the transaction. South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Through my window, I see the first sunlight, and I feel the warm ocean breeze. I see the waves that lulled me all night. That's what my window brings me.
Look at this.
That view is $1 million.
It's amazing we can look at these kinds of places within our budget.
You don't have a bad view from here anywhere you look.
It's all about the view. Sunday night is beach night. Sunday night at 8, only on HGTV.
The opioid epidemic is affecting countless lives, including young adults. Did you know approximately 45% of opioid prescriptions to adolescents are made by dentists, often after wisdom teeth removal? These drugs carry risks, but you can help reduce your risk or the risk for a loved one. If prescribed an opioid, ask your dentist to consider limiting prescriptions to 3 days, using over-the-counter pain relievers, and properly disposing of unused medications. For more information, go to shatterproof.org. This has been a message from Shatterproof, United Healthcare, and this station.